Animal Messages with Julie. Hello. If you're first joining us, I'm an animal communicator and animal empath. I feel what the animal feels in my own body, and I can hear them in Spanish, German, and English. However, today our guest is Keegan, and he is from Cat Force One. That's my alarm to say, get my butt moving. So he is from this company, and this is the website, catforce1.com. Okay, everybody, Catforce One. And I'm gonna let him tell you, but what I know is he babysits cats, only cats, not dogs, just cats.
Cool.
And out of he'll tell us more specifically the region. It's Chicago, but if you've ever been to Chicago, it's huge. And we have a client in common. That's how I found out about Keegan. She's a longtime client. Right now, she has 2 cats because she's had 4. So that's why I had to stop and think. And the family wanted her to come down south for the holidays. And she was like, I can't tell them no because I don't want to leave my cats. Like she could, right? She could say, I don't want to leave my cats. I just moved house. I moved, 30 minutes away. The cats are all up in arms, because of the move. But she didn't feel comfortable telling her relatives, I can't leave town. My cats won't be okay with it. So then she luckily found Cat Force One. And Keegan, can you tell us what you did for Renee and her
Okay.
and Chevy and Pina?
Yeah, Chevy and Pina. Yep. So, yeah, like you said, Cat Force One is my little company. I started just, on the side here. Do mostly cat sitting. There are some exceptions for dogs, like if they're family or friends or something. But I'm not a huge fan of dogs. I love cats, so I'm a cat person. But yeah, Renee reached out right around the holidays, and I think it was short notice, and she was just looking for someone to check in on her cats for her while she was gone. So she lives in the town right next to me, so we're not even 10 minutes away. So it's very convenient. But yeah, I typically do like half-hour sessions where I will come in. Well, first I'll do like a meet and greet with the owners of the cats. They will, like Renee showed me, where the Chevy and Pina's litter box was, what their food situation was, where their water was, and garbage and all that good stuff. And I would come over, take care of business, get them a clean box, refill their food, make sure. I forgot what some people have, like the fountains for water, and some people just use bowls. So I don't remember what their situation was, but typically if they use bowls, I just dump the water and give them fresh water. And then once I'm all wrapped up with them, I spend some time with the cats. If they're interested in playing or just getting pet or cuddles and whatever, purring, whatever they're up for or not up for. Because some cats can be more difficult, but Chevy and Pina were sweethearts, and they were really pleasant cats. So that's kind of what I did for Renee.
Yeah. So if those of you watching, like if you have a neighbor just come over, I've had this where I've been gone a couple weeks when I had my cat, and I come back and the litter box not cleaned. Like the enormous amount of poop. And so having someone that'll scoop that box every time they come over is pretty important. I mean, the cats, as we know, prefer clean litter boxes. Well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just like us.
they're just like they want to walk around. Pretty soon it gets so much poop in there that they could have trouble finding an area that doesn't have a piece of poop in it. The other thing is he changes every time he comes over, he changes the bowl of water. So if you have a neighbor that's checking, I know this from experience, they will just check to see that the animal has water.
Yeah.
They'll just look, oh, yeah, they have water. But the saliva and and calcification takes, you can tell when you come home.
Mhm.
I've had some that very quickly, the day I'm coming home, you know, redoes everything to make it look like it's been being done every day. And then throws all the plants in the sink and like soaks them all in water because they haven't been, taken care of either. Somebody is like, oh yeah, I'll take care of it for you. And you're gone for 7 days and they don't do anything for 6 days,
Yeah.
because yeah, and most of us can tell that because most of us now have security cameras, blink or ring or whatever. So you see when someone's coming and going. So you kind of can get a feel that way too. Now, Keegan, do you send pictures back to?
Yeah, I typically will send a few pictures every day and just confirm with the owner that I, you know, this is what I did today. Um, the litter's good. I don't send them pictures of the litter box, but like I'll send them pictures of freshened up food and a few pictures with them, whether they're sometimes some cats will sit on my lap and I'll take a picture with them, or I'll take a picture of them playing with a toy or something. So just that help reinforce that, or I guess yeah, reinforce like a feeling of reassurance that their cats are well taken care of and they don't have to worry. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send them an update every time I go.
So that's really important too. If you've watched any of my shows before, you caught that I was in a nursing home for 2 months as a patient. And my Chico, which is a dog, at that point I had a dog. So this was just 2 years ago in 2021. And I lived for those pictures every day of my baby. So, like, whether you're on vacation or a business trip or whatever, I mean, part of what you pay for is that sense of relief and security that your fur baby is being taken care of. And when you get that picture and you can see that your sitter or whatever you call the person actually is there with them. It's not an old picture. This is actually you can see the sun coming in, it's 6:30 in the morning or whatever. Um, I can tell you from experience it's a big relief and a big joy when you can't get to your pet, to know that they're secure, that the animal's secure and happy and isn't freaking out.
Yeah,
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 because
I
some
think
some cats will get where they just won't eat. They'll
yeah,
just hide and they won't eat anything for the whole week.
yeah. Which I don't know why the cats do that. I guess I never really researched it, but um, like when the cats that I grew up with, one of them passed away a few years ago, but the other one that's still alive, he's gonna be 17 this year, and my parents were just on vacation a couple weeks ago, so I went down there. I don't live too close to them, so I went every other day. Um, but I had to make sure he was eating because he tends not to eat if you're not around. So um, yeah, just that fact alone is reason enough to have someone check on your cat.
Hmm. And we just assume, oh, they can free range eat cats. I've had people tell me because I go and I watch dogs, but then there's usually where there's a dog, there might be a cat. It's just
Hmm.
where there's kids, there's a dog and a cat usually. If it's a 3-bedroom ranch, flip of a coin if there's going to be pets in there, right?
Yeah,
Um, so, and they'll be like, oh, the cat takes care of himself. Oh, the cat takes care of herself. Like almost like we're not even going to put that in the quote because they take care of themselves. But
yeah.
they don't. When their
No.
family is gone, they don't. They're confused. They go and they hide. I've had some that have been gone for like 2 or 3 days, the inside
Mhm.
outside cats, and they'll
Oh
be
wow.
gone for like 3 days because the family's not there. They're
Hmm.
just hiding out somewhere, somebody else's garage I don't know. And then like when the car pulls up, all of a sudden here comes kitty cat running up the driveway. Like
Hmm.
when their family comes back, so they're close, but we sometimes assume that they're just going to do their regular thing, but they don't. They're upset. It
Yeah,
upsets the apple cart for them.
yeah, their whole routine is thrown off, so they don't. Yeah, they don't know what to do.
Exactly. they don't know what to do. And a cat, a lot of them, how they survive is they hide really well.
Mhm.
That's how they've made it that far in life usually. um yeah, so and then when they're elderly, oh my God, it's so important to have somebody you trust be in it, I would say twice a day at least in the house,
Mhm.
because they get upset and then they don't eat.
Mhm.
Sometimes they poop too much, sometimes they don't poop at all. Because that anxiety has effect on their, as we've talked about with the dogs, the bladder shrinks and the bowels start to move
Mhm.
from the anxiety. So if you have an elderly cat, they may need more hydration
Mhm.
than, because they're not, their body isn't as healthy, so they need more help getting their nutrients and that consistency. And they get a little bit, just like humans, they'll get dementia.
Yeah.
And so any amount of stress will push that dementia borderline. So the stress of
Mhm.
someone being on vacation will kick them into dementia, at least for that week. Like, I don't know what's happening. What's happening? I don't know. Even more. Just like if you'd leave grandma for a week. Oh, grandma, we'll leave you at some strange house or whatever. We're just gonna leave you, and we're not gonna write you a note. We're just gonna be we're just be gone for a week, and I know they'd be like, I don't know. I have a family. What happened? I don't know.
Mhm.
But it will stress them out,
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and so that is so, so important. In fact, I did have, this was a few years ago, like 5, 6 years ago, and the cat was 18 years old. It wasn't my cat. Um, uh, the cat's owners was in a group I belonged to, and then the babysitter was in a group I belonged to. And there were very specific rules on what to feed the 18-year-old cat and how to do it and everything. Well, the lady that was doing the favor of popping in once a day, she's like, I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to do that. And like a week after the people came back, the cat died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've never said anything because, I don't want anything to start, but it's like, there's a
Yeah.
reason, there's a specific way you feed them, what you're feeding
Mhm.
them, how much, or what they've set that up, because they're 18 and their system can't take a change. It
Yeah,
can't
right,
take just
right.
like throw down some dry food. They're not 5, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, the cat died a week after they came back. I never said anything like, oh, your neighbor, your good friend was like, no, I'm not doing all that. And just like would throw a bunch of food down and go. So
They wouldn't
yeah,
be my friend anymore.
I know, right. But I'm sure the family doesn't know that, because they're like, oh, she's 18, it
Yeah.
was time, but it's like, yeah, okay. So I
The
know I get
timing the
yeah, I get
timing was strange.
the timing was strange. Yes, yes. And I get clients too that are like, oh, I don't know, the money, because they budget for the vacation. So it's
Mhm.
like, okay, $1,000 for me, $1,000 for the spouse or boyfriend or whatever, $1,000 for the kid, airplane, hotel, blah, 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 rental car. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to budget for the pet too.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
I mean, you just do. I mean, you want your pet to be healthy when you get back, put them in the vacation budget.
Yeah. Absolutely. Completely agree.
Absolutely. Yep. And then once you get used to it, once you get used to adding that 500 or 1,000 in, depends where you go, how long you're gone, and how many pets you have, it'll just become part of the budget, like car insurance. It's not
Yep.
something I want to pay, but I do, and it's part of my budget. Okay, fine.
Yep. And
It's
it's worth
another
the
thing. Yeah, it's
it's worth
worth
the
the
money.
money. It's worth the money. So worth the money. And you also are um, contributing to these people in the gig economy. You're contributing to people like Keegan who help keep other sentient beings alive and reduce their anxiety during a time that they're anxious. Like I do know Chevy and Pina didn't want to move, and Chevy's very attached to Renee.
Mhm.
um, so I was surprised when I heard that it went well with Keegan, because I thought I would get a call during the holidays. from Renee going, oh my God, this happened and Chevy's throwing up or so. I just thought their anxiety was gonna, because it's physically manifest. And I
Yeah.
didn't hear
No,
anything.
yeah, I did let one of them threw up once, and whatever, I cleaned it up. I let Renee know, but it was only once, and they seemed pretty good when I was with them.
Yeah,
So
because you reduce their anxiety by being there. And your
mhm,
energy is people that are watching this. You can tell Keegan is really grounded, calm. He's got that calm energy. He's not like his energy is not like heavy metal, like he's got that calm energy. So he's gonna calm the nerves of your animal and get them kind of rounded in, sit on his lap or play with them or allow them to hide if that's their thing.
mhm,
He doesn't push them to play, like you said, whatever they're into. Like if they don't want to play, if they just want to watch him with one eye from behind the couch, he's okay with that.
mhm,
And until they come out, and if they never come out, that's fine. They're getting the fresh food, fresh water, and you have the security of knowing your pet is being checked on and taken care of and loved and
mhm,
loved.
mhm. Yep.
It's love for rent. That's your next business card.
There
Cat
we
Force
go.
One, love for rent.
Subsidiary.
Call Keegan, love for rent. Mugs. We could put that on mugs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Because those
swag.
people that know me know my Chico had a personality that was like, fuck off. So we have mugs that actually have his picture on it. He was a
Okay.
little Chihuahua rat terrier,
Oh,
one of those dogs.
yeah.
And it says on the bottom, fuck off. So yours
That's
would say
good.
love for rent and put your picture on there and like a picture of Chevy next to you. Because Chevy's a ginger too. Chevy's a tabby cat.
Mhm.
Hand them out at veterinarian offices to the
What's that?
receptionist. Hand those mugs out at the
Oh,
veterinarian offices
that would
to
be
the
good.
receptionist. Okay, so all right. We see anything cats that you want them to know. Oh, yep, they said love for rent. That's okay. That's what we want everybody to know, love for rent. And what did they say? And mama will be okay, better if I'm not gone. Do you mean yourself? Yes. So I'm supposed to be here when she gets back. That's another thing. Like when I sit, that is my main job, is to make sure that dog is there when you get home. So you have
Mhm.
these, if you have neighbors or the neighbor kid or relatives, people will open the garage door around the Midwest. He's located in Chicago. So we have automatic garage doors. You gotta freaking close that before you open the house door. So
Yeah.
Keegan knows that. Make sure that's all the way down before
Yep.
you open up the house door. Because some of these cats will be like, boom, at least then they're only in the garage, but they're not outside, unless they're supposed to be indoor, outdoor. But
Yeah.
you pay for
So
that expertise too, because just your neighbor kid isn't going to remember to do that. I can tell you right now, there's going to like, put in your garage code, through your garage, and
mhm.
then open your door to your house. And then boom, there goes your animals.
Yep.
Because sometimes,
Luckily, lu- uh, luckily, I haven't. Hasn't even crossed my mind recently because my garage is detached from the house, so I haven't even thought of that. But like, when I was at my parents' house, they have an attached garage, and yeah, that was always something I was very attentive of, is make sure the garage is closed, especially when you're bringing groceries in. Like, I'd get the cats, like, I'd close the laundry room door that was like the entryway to the garage, and make sure the cats are have no chance of getting outside, like, because that's like my worst fear is losing an animal, whether it's mine or someone else's. Like, I see posts online all the time of people losing their cats or dogs, and I'm like, how can you gotta be on top of that.
mhm,
It's very preventable, I think.
it is. It has to have that with care. So when Keegan comes, things are done with care. When the neighbor kid comes, might not be with care. When neighbor lady comes, it might not be with care because she's got her whole life on her mind. She doesn't have a website that's just for watching cats. She's got everything else on her mind. Your good friend, the neighbor lady. So, like I said, boom, there goes the garage door, the laundry room door, whatever. And then once a cat gets out, they want to go out more. Most of them. Some either go completely into the house or they're like, no, big scary world out there, never doing it again. But most of them are like, I want that sensation again, all those smells and that, the feeling of the grass or the snow. And they try to get out again. And especially when a babysitter's coming, it's just like a toddler. Babysitter party, babysitter doesn't
Yeah.
know the rules. Party, I have treats all day long, keep giving me treats. I can have the whole bag of temptations, really.
Oh, so it just popped in my head, like talking about not making sure the animals don't get out. Like this is just something I do because I have OCD and like I get nervous leaving people's houses because I'm like, oh man, what if the animal got out? So I will actually take a video for my own to make myself calm and reassured. But I take a video of when I'm leaving and so then I make sure like I can go back on that video. I'm like, all right, when I close the door and no animals were on the video getting out of the house. So like I'm really paranoid about that. And I do everything in my ability to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that? So as he's leaving, he's taking a video with the phone to kind of
Yeah.
verify that a cat didn't sneak out. Because the
Yeah.
first thing they go is the bushes around the house, or
Mhm.
they go across the driveway, and then they're kind of like they generally don't take the sidewalk. But
Yeah.
they generally
Nope,
don't take the
nope,
sidewalk, so
nope,
they're
they'll
nice
go
and
for cover.
noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. Hello, Patrick just joined us. There's a storm where he is, so he's checking in. He's got labradoodles.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
finally got
no
in.
cats. So Patrick, this is Keegan from Cat Force One.
hi,
Hi.
Patrick.
It's
I'm
Patrick.
sorry I missed the beginning.
Oh, it's okay.
And Keegan was just saying how he takes a video when he leaves to verify that no cats have gotten out into the bushes and into the driveway and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. So right there, again, that's worth the money, the security to know for a person who's say in Texas or California and they're on vacation or business or Cancun, wherever they are, to know that, okay, the bushes are clear.
Mhm.
Cassidy, do you want to say anything about cats? Cassidy is Patrick's dog.
Oh,
Do you want
I
to say
can't.
anything about cats? You don't like them? What don't you like them about? They scratch? Yeah, they do. And they take my food? They take your food? Really? Yes, all the time. Okay. Do you live with a cat? No. But down the way there's a cat. Oh, there's a
Yes.
cat in your neighborhood? Yeah. In, out, in, out, in, out. Oh, yeah. She's not supposed to be out, but she's always out. What's her name? I don't know her name, but she needs to go away. Any other cats that you know? No, just that one. That one's a big pain in the ass. Supposed to be in, but is never in. And the people are really upset with her because she's never in. Cassidy, the sweet girl. She's very intelligent and attentive to what's going on around her.
Oh, yes.
And Farley's the other dog in the house, and he's named after Chris Farley, who has passed away. But do you remember Chris Farley, Keegan?
I do. Yeah. Yes.
The comedian. Yep, there's Farley. But you have to say something, Patrick, for Zoom to move. What's going on, Farley? We're late. Farley says we're late. Yeah. Computer sucks. He said, computer sucks. I throw it against the wall. You threw it against the wall, Farley? No, but I wanted to. Computer sucks. And he just keeps saying computer sucks over and over again. And then he said, we want to play ball, but we can't play ball until you're done. So I have to get on computer so you can be done so I can play. They know it almost every Thursday night. They're like, we get to play after the show, blah, blah, blah. And in the summertime, they get to go outside after the show. So it's a tent pole of their life. This show, isn't it, Farley? What's a tent pole? It's a wall of your life, right? A door of your life. A door. Yep. A door. Yep. What do you think about cats, Farley? You hate them? What do you hate them about them? Scratch me? Yeah. Did you ever interact with the cats? No, but Cassidy tells me how bad they are. Oh, okay. All right.
She gave him a bad impression.
Yeah, she gave him a bad impression. Cassidy told them a story about cats. Would you let a cat live with you? He said, no way, no how. Not coming in my house. They'll eat my food. Did Cassidy tell you that? Yes, they eat everything they see. Oh, okay. Okay. Boy, that's a lot of information. They eat my food, they eat your food, they eat everybody's food. Keep them out of my house. Okay, so Keegan will take care of them, so they stay out of your house then.
There we go, solution.
Uh-huh. He says, yes, that's good. Not allowed in my house. I like my food. All my food is for me. Even Cassidy's food is for me. Did you hear that, Patrick? Even Cassidy's food is for me. Yeah, he's on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, so Keegan, is there a specific cat that you're wondering what they're thinking or what's going on with them, as long as you have me on the line?
We could go see my cat Ash. She's in his little skyscraper that he has. Let's see if I can. I don't know. I'll flip the camera around. There he is. So he's got this little skyscraper that's attached to the window. He does not like people messing with him when he's on this.
Yeah, I see that look. No, that's a fuck off look. He's like, back up, back her up. I'm on my skyscraper, back her up.
So.
What you told me, Ash, you told me, come here, I show you. Yeah, that's what you said. You said, what's going on? You said, come here, I show you. Oh, you show me window. Yeah. He's squinting his eyes now. You show me window. Yeah. Nice window, he said. Nice window. Good window. Mine though. Don't come near me. Just look out my window. Okay, sweetie. Is there anything you want to ask me, Ash? I know, he said no touch.
No touchy.
Yeah, he said I'm working. I'm working. Okay, what are you working at? Things. I have a plan too. What is your plan? Well, not to leave the house, but I'm working on another plan. Oh, he said how to get more mice in here.
Ooh.
You want to get more mice inside the house? Yes, please. I like mice in my house. Okay. What do you like about them? They're juicy. Oh, they're juicy. Do you eat them? No, I just crunch them. Okay. Can you bring more in my house? Well, I don't think I can do that. Sure you can. Just leave the door open. Okay, but I don't think Keegan's going to leave your door open.
Oh, that's
No?
bad. That's how he gets out.
Oh. Yeah, I go out and I get mice and then I bring them in. That's why I go out. Oh. Huh. Mice are mushy. He's saying mice are mushy. I like mice. Oh, what about your regular food? Nope, I like mice. Okay. You like mice. Does Keegan like mice? No, I don't know why, but he never wants my mice. I don't know what's wrong with him. Well, his mouth is different than yours. Oh, I suppose. And he doesn't want to hunt? No, he doesn't want to hunt. I don't know what's wrong with him. It's because he's a person and his brain is different. Oh, okay. There are parts of his brain that is broken compared to yours. Oh, that explains an awful lot. Yeah, he doesn't sleep during the day either. I don't know what's wrong with him. That's why that part's broken. Oh, okay. I'm going to think on this for a while. This is brand new news to me. Oh, okay, Ash. Right there, go. There. Yeah, and that's what I tell them a lot, Keegan, and they can get that. If I
Okay.
just say that your brain is different or that the human brain is different, it's like, okay, but different doesn't have a picture. Broken has a picture.
Right.
So your brain, those parts of your brain for that hunting and eating the mice and sleeping during the day, that's broken in a human. And he gets it. And they're like, and it's new. And this is not the first time. And they're like, oh, that's news to me. Because they assume that just like humans, we like project our stuff onto them. Like we think they're just like us. And so cats do the same thing. Like something's wrong with you that you aren't sleeping during the day and hunting mice at night and
Right.
bringing them in the house because you're supposed to be. Because so he
That's
takes
how-
his, what's normal for him and puts it on you. And
Yep.
yeah. So we just go with that something's wrong. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's broken. Oh, and then he didn't tell me to go to Amazon, but some of them tell me to go to Amazon and buy what we need because we're, it depends upon the household, but a lot of us get stuff at whatever store we normally get stuff at. The animals pick that up. That's our source for fixing things.
Well, he just got a brand new cat tree for we got it for Christmas, but it didn't get Mom didn't bring it over until like 2 weeks ago. So he got a brand new tree. He was very upset about it actually, because his other one he liked it a lot. It was all rickety though and like falling apart. So it took a little time for him to adjust to the new tree. But now he likes it.
Oh, did you take the old one outside? Like throw it away?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah.
without his permission.
Yep.
Oh. See, now that is something, anybody watching this, if you're gonna switch up, you can call me ahead of time and I can talk to the animal so they know, about that. Not yeah.
Okay.
Well, they know it's going missing because they can see it physically gone, but explain that this is something cared for cats get. They get new trees because it could fall down and bust a vase or a plant or whatever, he wouldn't get hurt because he's a cat.
Yeah, well, he's had some close calls too. Because
Has he?
he runs up and 30 miles per hour, sprints across the couch and dives onto this tree and it teeters badly. And there have been a couple times where he knocked the second one over and fell off of it. But cats typically land on their feet, so.
Right. But the people are like, oh no,
Yeah.
there goes
Too
the
much
cat
gas.
tree.
Too much
So
gas.
he's too much gas. Too much gas. Well, okay, thank you, Keegan. Patrick. Oh, Patrick bounced out again. Like I said, there's a storm where he's at. Yep, I'm gonna stop recording then. Okay, animal messages with Julie saying goodbye, and that's Cat Force 1 with Keegan. So that's the website, Cat Force 1. Easy to remember, easy peasy. Hey.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.